Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tonight we're going to be joined with John from Kryptopets. So we're going to go over their project. They've been around for a little while. I know they've had some coverage on some other YouTube channels, but I wanted to bring them on and get as much information as I can from this project. So while we wait for John to come in, we'll just kind of maybe go over the market a little bit. Looks like he's here, but let's gonna wait just a couple of minutes, maybe a minute, get people in here, and then we'll bring him in. And Hambo, welcome. Thank you for coming today. Appreciate everybody being here. And this is the first time I've covered Kryptopets. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bring John in, and then we can get started. John, good evening. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Alex? The mic's a little I don't know the word for it, but it's got like it sounds like it's breaking up a little bit.
Let's see. Is that better
now? No.
Give me one second. Let me see. I saw some problems earlier with
Sorry, I was a few minutes late. I was finishing dinner for my daughter. So.
Oh, no worries. Can you hear me?
She's here with us tonight. She was throwing a little tantrum right now.
Can you hear me, John?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is that better?
Yep, that's a lot better.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
That sounds perfect. Thank you.
All right, good. All right. Thank you for letting me know. But
no, of course. I didn't want us to go through the whole stream like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. I was having some problems earlier. I had to restart my computer, and then I thought I had it all working good. But anyway, we're good now. But welcome, man. It's great to have you.
Man, thank you, Alex. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime. You know, it's I've heard you on Texas Tornado and Chaka, and started looking into your project a little bit, and a lot of kind of brings back memories from my childhood, and that's
Sure.
So when I started looking into it, I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to have them on. There's a lot of stuff going on with them, so
Man,
I'm just gonna say hi to everyone. Go ahead.
No, I appreciate that, man. That means the world to me, because that is pretty much what we're doing it for. We want people to hear the name and then do their research and ask the questions. And what better way to research and ask questions than here on an AMA?
Right, exactly. And I love covering projects that are a little bit smaller or just starting,
Yes,
because I'm the same way. My channel is smaller, and so I like to support good quality projects, whether they're big or small, but trying to help a project kind of come up and build. I like to be a part of that. So
oh man, thank you, bro. Yeah, that's kind of the approach that we've taken. If you notice, a lot of the channels that you'll see us on are channels that are growing, but they're super strong. Big shout out to Texas Tornado, Crypto Lounge, Shaka, Wadi, like all those guys. I love what they're doing, and that's pretty much the same sentiment that we all had together, was like, let's grow with each other. And they put out quality content. I've heard nothing but good things about you. Shout out to Crypto Lounge. He's in here now. He let me know, like, hey, Alex is a really good dude. And he let me know when I told him last week about it too. So
yeah, and that's the thing. We're part of a small group of content creators. I'd rather use content creators and influencers, because I'm not here to influence anybody. I'm here to create content and give people what they need to make a good decision. And that's I know that's why you're here too. And so we kind of got this small group going, and of smaller YouTubers, but we all have a passion for what we're doing. and we're not here for the money. We want to, make a difference. We want to kind of change the perception of a YouTuber, if you will. And the best way to build crypto is to bring communities together. I try and say this once a week or on every live. Bring communities together, we're going to build crypto much faster. So that's kind of what we're doing.
Since the beginning of taking over this project, that's kind of been a message that I've preached, because mass adoption is only going to help everybody. This crypto community as a whole is so small in comparison, and it's so new that sometimes we forget about the bigger, crypto community as a whole, and we get caught up in these, smaller sub communities of projects. But mass adoption is not going to do anything but help every project. So education has been a huge part of what we're doing. Big shout out to Gabe from Brew Labs. He's a good friend of mine, and he's always about that education. He's come in our Telegram and done some video chats, just answering like crypto related questions. Not even Kryptopets specific, just crypto in general. I love that, and I'm all for it. I'm 1,000,000% all for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. And, Brew Labs is great. I've never, haven't had the pleasure to actually talk to them, like have them on my channel. That would be awesome if I could, but I've heard nothing but good things from him. I've had friends that have personally used them for projects. So, kind of a staple in this industry now.
They've just worked their butts off it, and they definitely deserve everything that they've achieved, and they have so much stuff in the works. So huge shout out to them. We got our entire ecosystem built by them, our token contract, our treasury contract, our CertiK audited staking pools, our liquidity farm. Everything is through Brew Labs. You can buy our token directly from their site and their exchange and their swap. We're definitely heavily immersed in the Brew Labs ecosystem as well. And with the communities coming together, I kind of, we touch on that every week too with our poker night. We have a Wednesday night free poker night that, we invite different communities to come play poker. It's free. There's prizes. And it's just a really fun night. We've got it up to, we have about 90 people a week. We're looking to crack that 100 this week. So it's a lot of fun. It's definitely, part of that strategy of bringing communities together, and also giving everybody a night where they can just have fun. They can kind of take a break. It's on Wednesday. It's in the middle of the week. Kind of break that week up with, whatever people have going on in their real lives, and then crypto, because as crypto is kind of like your, a life of its own, to where you gotta, if you're involved in this community of cryptocurrencies, you got to give it time. There's it's like a second job for a lot of people. Even just as investors, it's like a second job. So wanted to make sure that there was a space for people to come and just kind of enjoy their night. Not have to worry about anything. You don't risk anything. You're just having fun playing poker. And if you do good, you win some cool prizes. So we've given out close to $10,000 in prizes just for our poker night. We had our first buy-in tournament with Warpig's token almost 2 weeks ago, and we got our second buy-in tournament coming this Sunday. So
nice.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and huge shout out to Nick at Texas Tornado Crypto. He's the one that's introduced me to a couple projects, you guys included, and I'm always looking for good projects to cover, and I don't want to cover just any project just to get a live stream. So huge shout out to him, and like John was saying, they have the poker night, which is tomorrow night, and I believe you guys are going to have MetaMonkey as one of the sponsors tomorrow. Am I right?
Tomorrow, MetaMonkey AI will be joining us. It'll be their first time joining us for our poker night. We've had some really, really cool projects join us for poker night. We've had Balto token, we've had Warpig's token, and now we have MetaMonkey AI. And we're just continuously bringing in cool projects. Either I talk to the devs, or Nick has hooked up a few. He did this one for us, actually, this MetaMonkey AI. So big shout out and thank you to Texas Tornado, to Nick over there. So we're just going to keep bringing in good projects and really their communities, welcoming their communities into Poker Night, immersing ourselves into their communities, and really just practicing what we preach with that, reaching out to other communities, welcoming them welcoming us, and just building this crypto community as a whole, making sure that, it's with good projects.
Yeah, definitely. And, MetaMonkey is another project that is aiming to do the same thing, to bring in communities together, projects together. So, it's funny that, MetaMonkey is one that I cover regularly, and then I also cover Para, which is another one that brings communities. They're wanting to bring communities together,
Nice.
So they're doing things and talking with other projects and, hey, you're doing this well, we're doing this well, let's get together, so I love that. It's great.
I think I spoke to Para, and then they had some stuff going on and we weren't able to lock it in, but I believe that I spoke with somebody on their team about joining the Poker Night. So we'll see if we can end up making that happen.
Yeah, well, DM me after this, or we can talk after. And
Sure.
I'm on staff over there with them, so I can get.
Oh, awesome! And you got my phone number. You got my phone number now, so
yeah.
We can reach out.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes I don't see Twitter messages. A lot of times I don't see them, so I apologize about that. I saw yours today.
No worries.
So
no worries at all. I just like to double check. But anyway, let's hop into Kryptopets. If you just want to kind of introduce yourself and maybe a little bit of your background, and then we'll just hop right in.
Of course. So my name is John. That's my real name. I go by John Doe in the community. I took over the project May 21st when we relaunched. I redid the contract with Brew Labs. Did the treasury, the staking pools, the farm, and since then, a little bit of background. I own a business they call it real life, I guess. So I'm half owner of an independent record label out here in California. I'm from Southern California. That's kind of my background. I came to the crypto space as an investor. I was actually an investor in the Kryptopets V1 project. We had some things happen along the way to where, there needed to be somebody taking over the project. There needed to be a relaunch. We needed a new contract. So at that point, I was not part of the team, but I was the community manager. I was, pretty involved with one of the devs previously, and it just, it came to where I ended up taking over the project, relaunched with Brew Labs. We're completely redoing all of our animation. We redid the logo, so that's our current website, but it has our old logo, old everything. We redid all of the NFTs, the assets. We reanimated them. We went in the game and redid the animation inside of the game. And we're going to be launching our new website. I actually gave the wrong date the other day. We're launching on the 26th, our new website. I accidentally said the 23rd last time, and then I went back and read the message from our game dev, and it said the 26th. So we're relaunching our new website on the 26th of this month. So about 6 days away from our new website going live. We're going to have in-game battle previews on the website, so you'll be able to see what the battles are going to look like. We are a play-to-earn game, kind of inspired by the Tamagotchi and Pokemon, like digital pets, the first digital pets. So that's kind of the lane that we ran with. Definitely wanted to give homage to those. So when you mint your NFTs, they come up as an egg, kind of like the Tamagotchis. Everybody had those on their keychains. Definitely aging myself, but I'm 40 years old. So when I was a kid, my little sister had one. She had to take care of it and feed it and take it to school with her and make sure it didn't die. So when you mint your NFT, it comes as an egg. Then you hatch that egg and you get your baby Kryptopet. There was originally 9 different elements of Kryptopet: fire, water, plant, ice. We added 5 more with the relaunch of the project. So there's 14 total different elements of Kryptopets. You feed them, you care for them, you train them, and then you take them into battle. So you're going to battle your live NFT Kryptopets against your opponent's live NFT Kryptopets in a 3 versus 3 style battle, which was, Pokemon inspired, the 3 versus 3, battle style mode. So that's kind of the basis of our game. We do have a quest mode to where you're going to go through and, complete different stories, complete different tasks to earn different rewards. There's so much built into this game in terms of passive income and residual income. All of our assets are tradable, sellable, buyable on OpenSea. We have breeding capabilities that are built into our NFTs. Every single one of our NFTs has a unique DNA code on it that is a one-of-one DNA code. And those DNA codes are strictly for the breeding process. So you're going to be able to take 2 of your live NFT Kryptopets, breed them together, and create a sort of hybrid NFT to take into battles. We have, training islands that'll be coming available to where they're element specific. If you have a fire element Kryptopet, you're going to want to try to get a fire element training island to get these special abilities that you receive from training on element specific islands. You can buy, sell, trade these islands. They are assets as well. So there's just a lot of things that we built around residual income, passive income, ways that people can make money inside of the game. Once they've invested, there's still tons of different ways for you to make money. We also know that not everybody is going to want to play a game. So that's where those staking pools and that liquidity farm came in. We wanted, quote unquote serious type investors that aren't interested in playing the game, but maybe are interested in investing in the development of the game and the implementation of the game. So we got 3 tiers of staking pools. We got a 30-day staking pool, a 90-day staking pool, and a 180-day staking pool. All of these staking pools are CertiK audited. They are available on the Brew Labs website that you got pulled up right there. I believe we're on page 3. Page 3. And we also have a liquidity farm through Brew Labs as well. We were, I believe, the first Ethereum-based token to have a liquidity farm through Brew Labs. Our treasury contract, I believe, just received its CertiK Audit Shield. So we've got our staking pool CertiK audited, our treasury CertiK audited, and everything was built by Brew Labs. All of our contracts were built by Brew Labs. Our whole ecosystem was done by Brew Labs. So we really just wanted to get inside the game and match, what amazing ecosystem we have for our token inside of the game as well. That treasury contract is connecting our 2 ecosystems, our in-game ecosystem and our token ecosystem, so that once tokens go inside of the game, there's multiple use cases for them. They don't just, go inside of the game and disappear. This treasury is such an amazing concept that Brew Labs came up with to where, it kind of replaces that dead wallet. So instead of sending tokens to a dead wallet, burning them, taking them out of circulation, and each one of those tokens had no use case for it at all. It just got sent over there. It doesn't affect your chart. It doesn't do anything except lower the supply. So what this treasury does is it's funded through our taxes, and it continuously buys our token on the open market. So we just did a 1.2 ETH buyback about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago out of our treasury. And the goal is to just amass as much of our supply into our treasury as possible. The treasury does not have a sell function built into it, so the treasury can't sell. All it can do is just buy our tokens on the open market. Every 30 days, we can take 5% of what's in there and allocate it to different things like our staking pools, our farm, giveaway, our poker night, things like that. So the end goal is for that treasury to own the most supply of our token, and in years down the line, work our way towards fractionalization, which is where the ball game completely changes for a project.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think the treasury idea is amazing. I mean, not a lot of projects are doing it. There are a few that I know of, but I think it's going to become something of a standard eventually. Because like you said, instead of just sending them to a burn wallet or dead wallet, it actually functions for the project. So,
Yes,
the
sir.
fact that they implemented that for you guys, I think is awesome.
And it keeps from diluting your market pool, because when you are allocating these tokens to the staking pools or the farm or whatever from the treasury, these tokens are bought and paid for on the open market. So it's not diluting your market cap. It's not putting out a massive amount of tokens that weren't bought or paid for, and diluting your market cap pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree. One thing I want to point out to everybody right now is, for the staking pool, the most tokens are staked in 180 days,
Yes,
which
sir.
I think is crazy on one hand, but for a project that it just shows you how people believe in the project. It's a long time to lock tokens,
It is.
and
It definitely is.
for it to be the longest time you guys have and the most tokens are in there, I think that says a lot for you guys.
And as you can see just from there, we've got a very, very big percentage of our total supply staked away. That's I can see over 15% of our supply right there in our staking pools. So that's really, really cool to see, and that's of our total supply. So huge confidence boost for myself and the game dev, knowing that our investors believe in the project that much that we have 15% of our supply locked up in these staking pools earning rewards, and like you said, the biggest amount of those, and not even by a little bit, is in that 180-day pool.
It's by a lot.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Almost
Yeah, no,
almost almost an extra 2% of the total supply is in there.
yeah, and that's one of the things I wanted to look at was not only the how many days you staked for, but how many tokens are in each pool. To me that says a lot. So I think that's pretty awesome. Now the farming, I was going to go and see.
There it is.
There it is. So 69% APR.
Yes, sir.
So can you kind of explain the farming for those of you for the people that don't know, kind of explain the farming for them?
Okay, so the farm, what it does is it provides liquidity for the project. So you're pairing Ethereum with Kryptopets, and you're making these liquidity tokens, these V2 tokens, and you're providing liquidity for the project. That's why the APRs are so high, is because you're basically providing liquidity. So you're pairing your ETH, you're pairing the Kryptopets, and you're earning these high APR percentages on what you have quote unquote staked in the farm. Another that's sorry, my daughter keeps climbing up on my lap, climbing down, climbing up. She can't make up her mind what she's trying to do. So that was something that Brew Labs reached out to us, before they went live with it, and they're like, "Hey, we're going to be doing these liquidity farms on the Ethereum network, and do you guys want to be a part of that?" So, of course, I said yes. Just knowing, that certain type of investors, they look for these different types of utilities inside of these projects that are not, just like our main utility. Our main utility is our game. We're a P2E project. And hey, what's up, Ponzi? How you doing, brother? Good to see you here, man.
Hey, welcome, Ponzi.
And being able to offer these different types of sub utilities to our investors, it's just been huge for us. I could not imagine not having our farm or our staking pools now. It's something that I'm very, very happy that we ended up going with. It wasn't part of the original plan when we migrated, just because of the position that we were in financially. But knowing the benefit of what was going to come out of that, I knew that I had to come up with the extra funds for those staking pools and the liquidity farm. And it's been a huge benefit for us. And everybody is pretty excited and happy about the staking pools and the farm. And
yeah, I agree. And I love that you said you have a project that's game based and it's P2E based, right? Play to earn. But you also wanted to give people another reason to invest in the project and to support the project. So say the game's cool, but I don't really want to play it, but I like what they're doing, but I can stake and make passive income. So hey, I'm going to support the project. Say I like John, I'm going to buy in, I'm going to stake, earn some passive income. I think that's awesome. You're kind of letting everybody into the project, no matter what they want to do. And to me, I'm like, that's awesome that anybody can do it, can be a part of it.
That was for sure the goal, is to offer something for every type of investor. There's the first thing, I don't play games. Okay, well, we have these 3-tier staking pools. We got a liquidity farm. Also, we have reflections. The cool thing about Brew Lab staking pools is you're still able to receive your reflections while you're staking. Not a lot of platforms offer that. You usually have to pick between whether, once you stake, you don't get reflections. So you're trying to do the math and figure out, okay, for our project, we have 2% reflections. Okay, I plan to hold for 180 days. So in those 180 days, is this 2% gonna be more than the staking rewards? So with that, it takes away everything. You're able to still receive your reflections. You can see them and track them right there on the Brew Lab site. You can compound them if you want and add them to what you're staking. You can harvest them back to your wallet if you want. And everything is very, very easy to understand right there on their staking pool platform there. So that was a huge selling point for me in pursuing those staking pools for the project.
Yeah. And, the thing about reflections are, when the market's down, there's not a lot of volume. You're not getting a lot of reflections.
Exactly.
Projects will say, we're not doing staking because we have reflections. Well, you guys are doing both. So when the market's down, people are staking, earning tokens. But when the market goes up, they're doing both. You're getting both at the same time. So
kind of just double dipping.
Double dip. I was just going to say that you're double dipping without having to do anything. Literally, not stake your tokens, and that's it. So, and it's not a bad thing that you're double dipping.
No, not at all. Not at all. I love that part about the Brew Lab staking platform, is that you're still able to receive your reflections while you're staking.
Yeah, and that's amazing to me, because when you're staking, all your tokens are going from your wallet to technically to a pool, another wallet, whatever the case is, the platform, and so you don't have those tokens in that wallet anymore. So it's amazing that they're able to do that, but it's awesome at the same time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because they're able to track, and receive those reflections and make sure they go to the right wallet, the right person. And it's those devs over there, the team that they got are very, very capable and very, very smart at what they do.
Yeah, they are. And like I said before, I've heard nothing but good things about Brew Labs, and they're becoming like the CertiK of that part of the crypto space.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
And they do auditing as well. Yeah, they are a security company as well. They do audits. They audit other projects. They're auditing. They send out to CertiK. So it's they definitely are making themselves a household name, and very deservingly so.
Yeah, and there's another project that I've seen too that's doing this, but they're kind of becoming a one-stop shop for projects to come to and make contracts, audit other contracts, do staking, do farming, do pretty much whatever a project needs, all with the same place. So and to me, if there's a problem with anything, you can go, hey, there's a problem, and they take care of it. They're already on it. So to be able to be that, and that's what people are looking for, the ease, making crypto easier, right? Because a lot of people, including myself, there's still avenues of crypto that are confusing and hard and
intimidating.
So, very. It's exactly why I started this channel. I mean, same reason why I started this was, I don't care if there's 5 people on here. I want to be able to help as many people as I can. If it's those 5 people, whether it's how to create a wallet or whatever, being here to help people. So they're just making it that much easier for projects to launch safely and, not have a ton of problems, not, a lot of scammers and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. That's, we dealt with that in this project. That is, the main reason why I had to take over the project is because dealing with devs that didn't have the greatest intentions. And yeah, so being a dev was definitely not in the plan. But this community and this project was definitely deserving of reaching its full potential. And once I spoke with the game dev, and he was willing to jump on board and make this thing reach where it should reach, it wasn't very much thinking. It was like, yeah, let's do it. So it's definitely been a lot of work. But thankfully, the market's been where it's at. There hasn't been a lot of volume moving through, like you said, and it's just given us time to really build and put out something that we're proud to have our names on, and that our investors are proud to be a part of.
Yeah, and speaking of you said community. So one thing I always do, I always jump in the Telegram of the project for the first time the morning of my first live or AMA with that project, because I want to see what the community is like, how I'm received. If I ask some questions, are people answering questions or not? And the community was great. You posted the live in there, and everybody was welcoming and helpful, and that goes a long way for me.
We have an awesome community. A lot of them have been with us since the V1. They've been through the migration. They've been through the rebranding. They've been here, and they're not going anywhere. I absolutely love our community, and big shout out to them. They know they're appreciated.
Yeah, and it really tells a lot about a community when you go through a migration. I've been through migrations countless with other projects, and when the community really sticks with the team and is very understanding about why they're doing it, time frames, things like that, it really speaks a lot to the future of the project and how much success it's going to have.
Definitely, and I appreciate you saying that. It's definitely been a long road and not an easy road, but just seeing how much belief that the community has in what we're doing, and how behind me that they are, and Gus, and it's just I've said before, I've got a chip on my shoulder that we're gonna reach our full potential, just because of the way that things went down with the V1 and all of the things that we went through with that. This is an amazing project. It was an amazing idea. It was an amazing foundation. And it sucks that, the people that were there, but now we have a chance as a community to really get this thing where it should be and where it needs to go. So something that I've kind of taken with me throughout my life, and is as long as you keep working, you're going to reach your goal. There's no question. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you keep working towards a goal, you will eventually achieve that goal. And that's just kind of the mindset that we've taken with this project, is we are just going to keep working until we are at where we know that we deserve to be, and keep building on the game. There's so much inside of this brand that we can build off of. Like I said, I own I co-own a business, in real life, quote unquote. And that's kind of the approach that I wanted to take with this project. I wanted to build a business around this Kryptopets brand. And that treasury is just so helpful in doing that, because it can bridge the gap between our fiat transactions, whether we're selling merch, whether we're selling plushies, whatever we're doing, that treasury contract can fund our project. So as long as putting a percentage of everything that we do towards that treasury contract is just finding different ways to bring in more outside money into the project. So I cannot say enough good things about this treasury contract and how useful it's going to be in a project's sustainability, in a project's longevity, and in a project's diversifying everything about their ecosystem. Come on, little girl, chill.
And this is with the market that we're in, this is the year that really shows you what type of leaders that each project has, and the way that they keep grinding through it And whoever comes out on the other side and it's still working and still getting things done is who's going to succeed. Because this is an insanely rough market this year, probably the worst that we've seen. And, for you and other projects that are continuing to work. And, I always tell people, look, this is the time to build your utility.
Exactly.
Right? When the market's down, don't stop, because when the market takes off again, because it will, you're ready to go.
Exactly. And that's what we've been, preaching to the community, is we are getting ourselves set up to not miss a penny of this next bull run. Our foundation is so solid that when the money starts coming back in, it's going to be hard for people not to invest in us with what we've done, what we've built, and what we continue. Hey, little girl, chill. What we continue to come here. Want to sit on my lap? Come on. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. Man.
She needs attention 24/7.
That's the one thing I apologize for so long. People are like, look, this is crypto. We all have kids. It's just, that's why I do it at this time, because my wife's home and she's watching our girls now. But don't be sorry, not at all.
No, and so my wife works from home, but she works for United Healthcare. So she's like, 5:30 is perfect. That's why I pushed it back. But she has like 5:20. She got a work call, and it was like, I have to take this. I'm like, alrighty, let's do this. Let's do it. So
yeah, no problem. Hey, don't apologize. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as the NFTs go, how many are there?
So
that you can make?
So those are our characters inside of the game. So as of right now, we have 7 generations. It works out to about I want to say 3,000 or 3,500. Hey, let's go. What'd you do? But we didn't want to put a cap on it yet, just because we want as many people to be able to get into the game as possible. And you need 3 NFTs to play the battle style mode. So just easy math off the top of the head, say we have 1,000 for easy math for 1,000 people playing the game at 3 NFTs a piece. That's already 3,000 NFTs right there. Me and the game dev have been talking about what we want to do with that. If we want to make them more rare and harder to get, or if we want to keep going with what the idea we had of mass adoption, as far as bringing as many people into the game as possible. So we haven't capped the number yet of the NFTs.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So just for everybody, I kind of went through this a little bit earlier, but what you do is you go to the Kryptopetsmetaverse.com/play, and you hit start, and you'll connect your wallet. And right now, is it only MetaMask that can be used?
Yeah. Yes, we've had a few people that have used other wallets, but it's built for MetaMask right now. We will once the game goes live, we'll be introducing different wallets being able to access it, and you need to use the Chrome browser right now, I believe. The MetaMask extension to the Chrome browser. So, but we will be introducing different wallet compatibility, and also mobile compatibility will be coming soon after the game release. We really just want to be able to get a test, unofficial, or like a, oh my gosh, I can't think right now, like a test group, I guess, with just going live with the laptops and PCs, being able to see how our ecosystem, how our the server is able to support multiple people on the platform and things like that before we go and open up the mobile compatibility.
Gotcha. Now, when's the mobile version going to be available?
We're I don't have an exact date. I do want to be able to have the game out for a little while, just to be able to get all the information and see what's working and what's not working, what could be an issue with because the mobile compatibility brings unlimited access pretty much. So we can go from having 500 people on the game to an unlimited number of people once we go with that mobile. So we want to make sure that we're able to support that. We don't want to go live with it and be like, all right, well, we crashed because there was 5,000 people trying to get on the game, because we went straight with mobile and didn't do any kind of gauging of what's working. So I'm thinking probably within 30 to 90 days of the game being out, we'll introduce the mobile compatibility.
Nice. And how much testing have you guys done on the game itself?
Oh gosh. So originally we done a lot of the test net, testing everything, but with the V1, because the V1 game was right. We could have launched it when we took over the project. It just wasn't where we felt that we'd be able to be there 6 months, 9 months. I don't think we would have been able to survive the market if we had just went with what we had with the V1. So going in and redoing all the interfaces and updating all the animation and doing all that testing is kind of being done right now. Our game dev had to go in and make sure that the battles were fully functional so we can have a preview of that for our website. So we're a little bit further along than we let on sometimes. But we're definitely very, very close to everything being complete and getting us to the launch of the next part of the game. Our game is quote unquote live right now. You can get in, you can mint your eggs, you can train them, you can do all of those things getting ready for battle. And the next step is the battle's going live. So with our new website, we'll have our new game dashboard available. It'll look a little bit different than what it looks now. I know Gus, our game dev, has been in there a lot working, so some people have been getting errors sometimes when they've been logging in, but that's just him in there working. And usually he doesn't have to bring the game down, or there won't be any errors when he's working. But some of the things that he messes with in there do cause, there we go, the game to go down. So that's what our game looks like inside the game right now. That's our minting island,
So more or less, you just go into the minting island.
Yes, sir.
And then
hey, shush.
Just add an egg, pretty much. And it's all random, right? You mint, say you want to mint 3, you don't get the
completely random. 0.025, which is, I believe, around like $30 or something like that.
Yeah, about $33. I think I figured earlier. Hey, welcome, Tim. It's good to see you, brother. Yeah, it's about $33. Kind of depends, obviously, where ETH is at the time. But
yeah, definitely. When ETH was down there at $800, I think they were like $15 or $12 or something.
Yeah.
So I know that's pretty cheap. Yes, sir. Tim Shea.
And that's,
how are you?
Yeah, Tim's a good guy. He's I don't know how he does it. He's everywhere.
I see him everywhere. I was just about to say I see him everywhere.
What I was gonna say was, I love the projects that, if it was say 0.25 ETH per one to mint, that's about $330. And so it's a lot of money, right? You need 3 of them, right? So you're looking at $1,000. But the way that you guys have priced it makes it very easy for people to get 3 of them. You're talking $100 to get 3 so they can play the game, right? And that to me also speaks volumes to the project. You're allowing almost anybody to be able to buy in.
That's been the goal is being able to keep things affordable for everybody. We want as many people inside of the game, experiencing the game, enjoying the game as possible. So even with this price point, we've been talking like, is this? Do you think this is too high? Should we adjust it? So we've been even looking at this price right here, because that really is the goal, to bring as many people into the game as possible.
Yeah, for sure. That's welcome, Julie. That's my wife.
Hey, what's going on, Julie?
She's like, what are we looking at? It's a game, so we can talk about it later. But no, I just, there's so many projects that that I've been able to get into because of the price of the NFT that you can buy quite a few and not have to break the bank. So
Yes, sir.
of course, Layla wants to play. That's my 4-year-old. Of
Oh,
course she
nice.
is.
Yeah, that's. I'll get you an NFT over there. I'll send you one from my wallet.
That'd be awesome. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, of course.
It's awesome. It's funny because she'll be watching me do some stuff and she'll be like, "Well, I want one of those," and I'm like, "Well, I can't just buy it and give it to you. It has to go into your wallet." And she's like, "What's a wallet?" It's funny, but no, this like we were talking about at the beginning. It goes back to our childhood. You said you were 40. I'm 34. So I remember walking around with a Tamagotchi on a keychain and having to take care of it and all that stuff and playing Pokemon cards and all that stuff, and it kind of introduces that type of stuff to our kids. Now that we have kids, we're introducing that stuff to them, but kind of an up and coming crypto space.
Yes, sir. And it's the evolution of that. Those were like the first digital pets, the Tamagotchis, the Pokemons, and we feel like this is hey, chill, little girl. We feel like this is the evolution of the hey, what's up? Say hi if you want to say hi. You don't gotta yell.
You're being rude.
Oh, you're gonna wave? She's waving at you.
Hi.
So that's we definitely didn't want to stray away from that. We wanted to make sure that we paid our respect, because we did feel like that's what we're doing is introducing the next generation of digital pets and in the crypto space. So
yeah, for sure. So everybody that's here or everybody that's watching after, just remember you need to have 3 of them to play the game. So if you're gonna go, you can just mint one, obviously, and then how long?
Well, if you have, how long? You could still play the quest mode, like our story mode of the game, with just one. And there's going to be a lot of training relics that you can find inside the quest mode. And the quest mode is going to be the only place that you can uncover this legendary race of Kryptopets. So the quest mode is going to be super fun, super important. And the battle mode is more going to be like when you want to play against somebody else, you'll be able to challenge different people. You'll have a unique gamer code that you can send to somebody that you want to play against, and you guys can battle each other. There's going to be tournaments on the weekends to where there's tournaments in the battles. So you win your battles and you move forward in the tournaments. There's going to be leaderboards with prizes. It's going to be a very interactive style game. Hi, little girl. Thank
nice. You. It's great. I'm glad you said quest, because there's so many games that I've played, say on PlayStation, that they come out with just a Versa game. You can only go online and play against other people. And I'm like, well, I love playing the storyline. Like Call of Duty. I love playing I always play the storyline first. I beat it, and then I go online and I start playing. Yeah. And so, again, you are gearing towards everybody. Hey, I can only afford $30. I can only get one, but you can still play the game. It's like you can't play it without 3.
And when we do go live with the game, we're going to be airdropping all of our holders an NFT as well. So nice. If they just have they buy the one, they're going to get another one when the game goes live. Everybody that's a holder is going to get airdropped an NFT, and then they just need one more. We give them away a lot of times. Sometimes they're prizes in the poker tournament. So it's not going to be super difficult for them to be able to build it. So even just holding the token, you're going to get one. You're going to be able to go into the quest mode. You're going to be able to check out the game. So I feel like it's going to like we've made it as accessible as we can.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah, thanks, Sheila. Yeah, guys, share the video if you can. Hit the like button.
No, smash the like button. Smash
the like button.
Yeah.
You don't want her smashing anything. No, that's great. Like I said, everything about it, entry price, with the staking, farming, everything. I think I agree with you. And one thing I was going to ask you is what back in May, when they were looking for somebody to take over, why?
Well,
What was it about the project that made you want to take it over?
Well, I love the project. I love the idea of it. I love the live NFTs, the battle style, the digital pets. It just drew me in. And why I took over, it was really just being at the either right place at the right time or wrong place at the right time. I had just been brought on to the team literally like weeks before. I had just been brought on to like the actual team, and it just when everything went down, we had two of the devs that they had a misunderstanding. Their intentions weren't great from the beginning, and they dumped the project, emptied the marketing wallet, and left. So when I took over, we literally had no marketing wallet, no marketing funds, no anything. So it was a big decision. I was just really the only one left. I did not want to leave the investors hanging. That kind of wasn't an option to just walk away and let everybody just write off and take their losses. Pretty much, I knew that there was a lot of potential with the project, and once the game dev said he was on board, it was an easier decision than I'd like to admit. It was pretty. There wasn't a lot of push back to it. It was. I kind of made my mind up pretty quickly that I wasn't going to let everybody just lose all of that money, and if there was a way for me to save the project, that's what I was going to do. And that's what we've been doing for the last couple of months is rebuilding, is putting our stamp on the foundation that was already there, and making sure that it's something that we're proud to have our name on. And yeah, that's kind of it wasn't there wasn't a lot of options. It was pretty much walk away and let everybody take their L's, or step up and work my ass off and get us to where we can reach. Hey, get that out of your mouth.
Yeah, and if you truly believe that it's a solid project, to take on, and you can, if it's going to require hard work and time to make it great, then obviously it's a no-brainer. You believe in the project, not letting people down. And the fact that you had just joined the team, and whether you felt obligated or not, I commend you for taking it on. I obviously I know the lead para dev, and the amount of work he puts in. I know I see it firsthand how much it takes to build a project and to restart one. I mean, you practically restarted a project, right?
Yes, sir. It was a lot more than I knew. It was a lot of work. I never imagined that it was the amount of work that it is, but I'm loving it. I'm super proud of what we've done so far, and I'm excited to keep releasing these things that we've been working on. It's like I said, I got a chip on my shoulder with this thing, and now that we're so close to being able to fulfill what we said we were going to be doing, and you want some of these? Sorry, just a little bit distracted.
No, you're good.
Oreos. Here, baby girl. There you go. All right.
Did you say Oreos? I want some Oreos.
Cheerios. Not as exciting, but exciting here. All right, thank you.
I did have a question. Once you mint the egg, how long does it take in order for it to hatch?
So it's a 24-hour time lapse thing. So once you get it, you'll hit the hatch button, and it's a 24-hour timer.
Gotcha. You don't have to do anything with ETH or anything like that. You don't have to keep pushing ETH into it or anything. It's just
just a timed reveal, I guess.
Gotcha. That's cool. Now, once you mint the egg and it hatches, kind of walk us through the next, I guess, steps of what.
So then you'll see your NFT in the Stronghold Island. You'll see your pet in the Stronghold Island. That's kind of like a stasis mode to where you don't got to train them. As of right now, the training and feeding isn't the function has been Jesus, I can't even think of the word right now.
Turned off.
Deactivated. Yeah, exactly. Disabled because the battles aren't live, so we don't want people having to take care of their pets and spend money to get the training boxes. Right now, the training boxes are in ETH. That is going to change when we re-release the game. Everything's going to run off the K-Pets token, the native token. But people still wanted to train, so we opened up the training boxes with ETH because we had some community members that were just like, I need to train, I'm training, and they just I had somebody that bought like 72 total boxes or something, just training up their pets. So I've been telling everybody, wait on the training, wait until the K-Pets token is enabled inside of the game. But we had a few people that were like, nah, I'm just gonna train right now. So you'll
Just can't wait.
Yeah, so then then you can either start training them. You can go buy these training boxes and start training them, or you can just see them there in the Stasis Island and wait until the next part of the game goes live when we get everything up and running and the K-Pets token inside of the game. So that's what I suggest people do is mint your NFT and hold off on the training until we implement the K-Pets token inside of the game.
Nice. That's awesome. And you just gave people another reason to buy the token. There's so many tokens out there where, they're working on a bunch of stuff and that's great. But, like right now, you can buy Kryptopets and stake it. You're also going to need it to play the game, right? So there's two reasons to buy Kryptopets and to make it more valuable. You can earn passive income, but people need to buy it to play the game. So, people bring out wallets and I'm like, okay, well, do you need your native token to use the wallet? Because if not, then, how is it going to help the project?
Exactly.
So there's just two reasons right there to buy the token. You can't play the game without it. So
you definitely cannot play the game without it.
What's that?
I said you definitely cannot play the game without it. You won't be able to play the game without owning the tokens. Hey. You need to chill. You want to sit here with me? You just watch and be quiet.
And now's the time to buy token too. I mean, you're looking at a great entry price. So, check it out, grab a bag.
Keep going down, like the last 5 buys just continuously like drop the price just a little bit because ETH was going down. I'm like, Jesus.
Right.
But yeah.
It's this. That's the crappy part about, being tight. Maybe not the crappy part, but the negative about being tied to ETH is as it goes down, you could have a 5 ETH buy come in, but say ETH tanks a couple $100, it's just it like washes itself out,
Yes,
so until everything starts to go back up, ETH naturally goes back up, everything will start to recover. But it's just like you said, buys come in and ETH goes down, and it's like, well, crap. Without ETH going down, we could be so much higher.
Yeah, it's part of the game though, and the good part is, even with the small jumps in ETH, it makes a big difference because of how much is paired, and it's able to recover pretty quickly once ETH goes back up. So
yeah, and now's a good time to buy ETH too. With more federal stuff coming out, it'd be a good time to buy that so you can buy more Kryptopets later too. So. But man, I'm excited. It's going to be one of those projects where, I think a lot of people will want to invest because they have so much that they can do with it. It's not just a game, it's not just a token. It's not just staking. You have it all. And,
it was really just getting the word out, getting people to know what we're doing, and also getting people to listen. And, because a lot of people, they do the V1. And once they heard the name, they weren't, they didn't hear anything else. So really, that was probably our biggest hurdle is trying to get people to hear what we've done and see what we've done, really, because we've put it out for you to have. Like, you have the staking pools, you have the farm, you have all of these things that we put out. It's just really getting people to see and understand what we're really doing and what we've really rebuilt. And as soon as that happens, we're going to surprise a lot of people, and it's going to be, something that either happens slowly or happens quickly, but it's going to happen. I have no doubt
Yeah.
in my mind about it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was just gonna go to the token aspect of it real quick and
Of course.
kind of go just let everybody know, total supply, liquidity, stuff like that. So
One
there you
part,
have it, pretty
yeah.
standard. But so this was one of the reasons you guys relaunched, right, for marketing.
Yes, and even
Fun
that is broken down as well. As of September 1st, what we're doing with the marketing operations. Um, well, the breakdown is going to be on the website. I guess I'll give a little um, just kind of put my foot in my mouth there.
It happens a lot on these.
Yeah. But so what we're doing is we're taking part of that and we're going to start using that to um, pay YouTubers, like quote unquote influencers, content creators. A percentage will be going to that. A percentage will be going to our community managers, and then the other percentage will be going towards marketing. I'll wait till the new website comes out for the exact breakdown. But that 4.5% is broken down into ways to give, to marketing is YouTubers. So we saw something that another token was doing that I really liked, and it gives these content creators a little bit of control over what they're making with the project, because the more volume that they're bringing in, the bigger their their percentages of what they get paid. So that's why we've been very careful with who we've brought on as far as YouTubers. We want people that are, like Nick. He's been awesome. We were his first channel sponsor. We've been with him since the beginning, and the integrity with him, not wanting to just cover any project because they're going to give him a little bit of money, making sure that he's pushing legit projects. And I just really like what he was doing over there. So he's been kind of our go-to guy. Crypto Lounge is one of our community managers. His videos are absolutely amazing. Like, he puts a lot of time and effort into what he does, and that speaks worlds to me. Just knowing that somebody puts they have pride in what they're doing and what they're putting out in their art, or whatever it may be, that speaks volumes to me. So he's been a huge part of the team, and we're kind of just looking for different avenues, different content creators that we can bring onto the team and just build a family style situation, I guess.
Yeah. I was gonna say, sorry everybody, we almost got John to tell us something that he wasn't supposed to. Sorry, we didn't get there. But it's amazing how often that happens, where sometimes I'll joke like, hey, it's my job to ask you questions that you can't answer, and then you can't answer them. It kind of gives us an answer. Well,
yes, sir.
We didn't quite get there on this one, but hey, everybody in here, everybody watching will be like, yeah, I get it. You want to leave it for the release, for the
I mean, so I can go for it. The marketing will be 2%. Dev will be 1%. YouTube influencer content creators will be 1%. And then 0.5% will go towards our community managers, things like that. So
nice. You guys recognize people that are helping out the project, and
definitely.
like you said, with sponsoring YouTubers that are passionate and don't want to just cover anything for $500. Like, you give me $500 and I'll cover your project, for no matter what it is. And I love that. Like you said, integrity goes a long ways.
It does.
That's, like we talked about in the beginning, one thing that I tell the story a lot. I was on a post on Twitter, and they were complaining about how an influencer had, and so I commented. I said, well, maybe it's time that you give me and I tagged 2 other people. Maybe it's time you give us a chance. We're small, but we're not doing that. We're actually coming out and giving people good content, wanting to get just good information out to them, and instead of having 200,000 subscribers on YouTube and doing that to people, so
yeah, we're buying 15,000 subscribers,
Right. It's all botted. Yeah. And it's time that, projects, and I thank you for recognizing, for them and what they do and how they're doing it, because it was going to take time, and it's taken about a year, but I think projects are starting to come around, and realizing that, where even though we only have 1,500 subscribers, we have integrity and we're doing the right thing. And that's going to go a long way.
Yeah. That's more important than anything to me is, people that I deal with, because these are business dealings, these are business relationships, and I want to help as much as they're helping us. I want us to help each other grow. It's a very, like I said, the crypto community space is so small that there's room for everybody, but there's also a way for us to weed all that stuff out. If investors are supporting legit projects, legit YouTubers, and straying away from those not so upfront or not so up and up type of things, we can control where that goes. If they're not getting any views on their video, if nobody's watching their bullshit, then they're gonna eventually weed themselves out. They're gonna eventually be talking to nobody. And if everybody comes to these legit spots, that like you and Texas Tornado and Crypto Lounge and Wadi, and I could think of a bunch of them that don't get the attention that they should be getting, that take hours and hours and hours and hours out of their days and their weeks and time away from their family for investors to try to give them good information. And it's very commendable, and those are the type of people that I want to work with. Moving forward, of course, we can always pay the big number for somebody with a bunch of subscribers that's going to bring in a quick run up and an even bigger dump, but that's really not going to do anything for us, and that's not the approach that we've taken at any time, and not an approach that I see us taking any time in the future either.
Yeah, and that speaks volumes for you, because there's so many projects out there that have gone that route, paid a bunch of big guys, and it's just a big dump. It's a bigger, like you said, it's a bigger dump than it is a pump, and it's just sad to see. It really is.
Steady wins the race, baby.
That's right. Organic growth.
I love it.
I tell people all the time, I don't care if I get 5 subscribers a week. That's slow organic growth. That's real growth, right? Instead of
there's only 5 real people that watched your video and liked something about it and wanted to subscribe.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep. Bye.
All right, man. Well, I don't have any other questions. I was just gonna go through the chat and make sure nobody else didn't have any. But is there anything else you wanted to cover?
No, just I really do appreciate you reaching out and having us on here. Thank you for that. I heard nothing but good things, so I was excited to get over here. We'll have to do it again when we after we relaunch the website on the 26th. Maybe we can get back on here. Hey,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was gonna say, once the website launches, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, but I'm gonna go. I definitely want to be able to play the game, so definitely gonna get invested in this project. I love the way you talk. You could talk all day about the project, and that just shows the passion involved, and that's the type of project that I want to be involved in. So
sorry,
yeah, for sure.
We can over here, but no, man, my life has been this project for the last, since May, and it's definitely taken a lot of focus and energy and dedication, but I love it, bro. Like I didn't think that I would enjoy doing this as much as I'm enjoying it. I kind of thrive on those high stress, high type of situations here, and that's what this is. Like, it's definitely it can be stressful if you let it, but when you have a vision and you have a game dev like we have Gus that kind of has the same vision as me and is doing his part on his side, and I'm able to do my part on my side, it's a beautiful thing, and it's worked out well for us so far, and I'm excited for the next couple of weeks, because all the work that we've been doing, this rebuilding during the bear market is it's time to come to fruition now.
Yep.
I'm just excited for that. So.
Yep. Yeah, me too. And we can talk after and schedule something, for after the new website and everything. But I know we all get back to family, so I'll let you go. But again, John, I really appreciate you coming on. Love the project. Think it's going to do great things, and I want to thank everybody else in the chat for coming and listening. I really appreciate all you guys' support. If you like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome too. But we're going to get off here, and then I'll let John get back to his family, and we'll schedule something else. We'll be on here maybe in a couple more weeks. Get him back on here, and we'll talk some more.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Man, thank you again. I truly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that was here. And we'll talk after this.
Sounds good. Thanks, John. And everybody, we'll see you on the next video. Have a good night, everybody.